Hello everybody, this is Phobos coming at you from episode 1 of our brand new series. Last week, if you guys remember, we were in the middle of picking our new server, and I'd like to announce the winner at this point. Drum roll please. It is the Kubikraft server. That's right, this is the starter island that we were on in the last episode. The one where I got horribly confused about nether portals for some strange reason. Not entirely certain what happened there, but that is okay. So, here we are. This is our new home. Now, this here is just the starter island. There is a community center that I got to by boat. Now, little did I know that the nether portal would take us there because, you know, people are intelligent and set things up like that. So, that being said, I like that we are actually by a fortress as well. Do I have food? I don't have food, darn. So I guess we're just going to have to walk. But that's okay. It's going to give us plenty of time to chat about what we're doing. So, lots of lava around here. Nice little fortress right off the hop. So in terms of getting things like blaze rods and whatnot, it really shouldn't be a challenge. The fact that there's a beacon already set up in the community center shows that there's definitely been some winter skeleton huntage and some wither killage happening already on this server. So lots of fun stuff happening here. This is going to take a little bit to walk, so we're just going to do a jump cut over to the next spot. Here we go. Alright, so this is the nether portal to the community area. And ta-da! Isn't it pretty? Well, we have animals anyway. So, animals, trees, a little bit of nether wart, creepers. Found that one out the hard way. Actually took out somebody's... Jeez, those animals are loud. Accidentally took out somebody's nether wart farm. Felt kind of bad, but he said it was his starter base, so he wasn't too worried. That's, I believe that is Kaio, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kaio, cow, something like that. He's just working on the circle at the center of the community area here. I believe it's going to be like a town hall or something like that. I forget exactly what it was that he said. It is getting dark though, so it is time for us to make our way to the temporary base. That's right, I have already been playing around on here a little bit, and, well, yeah, just trying to get past the basics so that you guys don't have to suffer through that. Yes, shelter, yes, food, all that fun stuff. And that is not the button I meant to press. I meant to press this button here because we are home. This is the temporary base. That is right. And for some reason I'm holding a dirt block, but that is okay, no judgments here. So, that being said, let's go into our temporary abode. And, see there's Cowcur 2, Kaoker can attack, something like that. Anyway, 1.12, white beds. That's pretty cool. I'm a fan of that. I wonder what happens if you actually have multiple colored walls. I think you just don't get a bed? I don't know. But, so we have a little bit of a chestage happening here. Got some cobblage, we got some other stuff over here, miscellaneous. We've even found diamonds, as you can tell from my hotbar there. So, sword, pickaxe. We're actually not doing that bad. We got 6 left over after already crafting up 3 of our tools. As that guy, almost rest in peace, we're going to do some enchanting with him later. That being said, there's something else that was kind of exciting that we stumbled across here. Going down, down, down. Oh, wait, right to the right here is, you hear that? Scalies. But that's not really the important part. We're just going to get attacked is all. There was a spider spawner right here. Unbelievable. Now, I wasn't recording at the time that I found this, obviously. And, I don't know, I got a little bit hasty and already opened up this one here. Put some of it back. Don't know why, but there was some beetroot and stuff like that as well. This guy here I left alone, though. And look at that. We have ourselves a golden apple, ladies and gentlemen, as well as a player head. With some string too. It's not too bad of a find. I mean, there's better loot out there, but I'm not going to complain. At this stage of the game, anything is useful. This guy is definitely going to come in handy. Not quite sure what I want to do with him just yet, but we're definitely going to do something. I'm stopping because I thought I heard slime. No slime, darn. So we're not so lucky as to have found a slime chunk, but down there is the ominous cavern of doom. Oh, and a skeleton. Running away. So, yeah, that just happened. We're just going to kind of creep back to our base here, and while we're at it, let's throw down, I don't know, soul sand or something, just to kind of keep these guys at bay. We're going to take a quick trip down into our little mine shaft here. It's not a whole lot, but it is something that we've done, so we might as well show it off. Basically, it's your standard strip mine type thing. Very deep, level 5, good for diamonds, and it just goes out for about 65 blocks. So, in either direction. Working our way down this way. Yeah, so that's the basic stuff there. We've, of course, found lots of coal and redstone and all that fun stuff. So, that being said, that's our little bit of an update for just the basic stuff, you know, getting started. The only thing that we haven't really tackled yet is food. We're constantly hungry, and I'm thinking that at this point, a quick source of vegetables would probably be in order. The only trick with that is getting the bone meal, which, not entirely certain. Actually, yeah, I'll be honest, I hadn't really thought that far ahead. I was just thinking we have AFK, well, not AFK machines, but we have machines that handle this sort of thing, so why not just get a ton of beetroot even? It doesn't matter, just as long as we can eat it, right? Guess for now... That's a great question. I'm not entirely certain what we're going to do for now. I'm tempted to actually go with an AFK fish farm, just because you get a tremendous amount of fish with that. But those things are a bit overpowered, maybe. There's some controversy about that one. And I'm not entirely certain what I want to do about that. Because on the one hand, I would love to get mending and silk touch and all these wonderful, wonderful enchants. But, well, let's face it, it's a bit too easy. I just stand there and let my rod do the work. And, you know, all of a sudden, magic happens. I'm just going to pull a tango here. Just to dual wield... dual wheel torches. Don't mind me. So anyway, what we can do though is, while we're sorting out the food situation, we can actually get started on our major project for today. The major project that we'd at least like to get started, if not finished in this episode, would in fact be a AFK dark room mob dropper. Sounds a little bit ambitious. I know that I've scoured the internet for a very long time trying to find something like this. And I need to learn how to F5 properly. So anyway, yeah, just trying to find something, and I keep finding the ones where you have your 4 platforms and the channels going down the middle, and you have to completely make the spiders not spawn and all that fun stuff. I figured, you know what, like, how hard would it actually be to get work with a flusher? Oh, Creeper. Hello, Creeper. Would you like to play? That's a nice face. It needs a hole in it. So anyway, yeah. So that sidetrack aside, yeah. Just it took me quite a long time to figure it all out, and I kept basically what it was I kept doing the same thing over and over again, just trying to drop them in different ways so that not only could we somehow gather everything together to make it an XP farm, but also make it, you know, spider unfriendly and all that fun stuff. And nothing was working until I found a video online that explained how you can actually sort them out. Kind of works the same way as like a coin sorter, in the sense that they're too big to go through a one wide hole, so they'll just go right over it. And then we can send them to the killing area. So right now, just hunting around, trying to find, well, something, really. I don't want to... Yeah. Trying to find a good place to put the mob dropper. Thinking, well, it's got to be over an ocean. Deep ocean, preferably. Just to help with rates. But I also want it to be kind of close to this community area here so that everybody can actually take advantage of it. What I'm thinking is there's a bunch of water over here. So, that being said, about this time we'll pop over to my creative world and take a peek at the prototype that I've already made. Now, when we do build it, we're going to do like some tweaking to it, just because there's some room for improvement that I've already identified. I don't feel like building it again. I'm confident that I can just kind of work it out as I go. But yeah, somewhere over here is what I'm thinking. So it's at least 128 blocks away from anything significant. So yeah, with that, let's pop on over into the creative world. So guys, here we are on the creative world that I went and built this thing in. Isn't this a nice sight? Nothing but ankles all the way across. So same kind of idea as an Ender. They just fall in, they take a lot of damage, and yeah. Now you'll notice that there's string. You're probably wondering, how is there string if there's not enough room for spiders? Best part is that up there's actually a little cactus trap that takes care of them. So we still get the string for the most part. It's a little bit lossy, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, we still get some string out of this thing. And anytime that we want to, we can just literally come by, give them a good whack, and get a ton of experience. Just listen to that all flowing in. It's beautiful. So of course there's a couple things in here, like for example witches sometimes take an extra couple hits, and sometimes they take a little bit of damage on the way down, so they just wind up dying. We don't even get a chance to smack them around, but look at that, just a couple seconds we're already at level 11. So that's not too bad. I'm actually just going to kick into spectator mode here for a second. And we're, okay, let's actually learn how to do proper commands. There we go. So we're going to just kind of take it back up from this. Now, like I was saying earlier, this here is kind of a prototype that I'm still working on, but it's about 90% efficient at this point in time, so it's at least enough to showcase. So this here, I'm actually looking at a way of making this the bottom floor to get rid of the ultimate dropping tube down there. I'm thinking maybe like a piston crusher at the back or something like that, just to take care of them for a true AFK mode. But once we get inside here, we have a flushing platform type thing that a lot of people have done. I've seen Ilmango do this. I've seen Wells Knight likes to do this one based on Nembuns. I think there's a couple other ones that are similar to this as well. But what I did was I made it a little bit different in the sense that you only need one dispenser. That's it. The way that you design the platforms allows it to just kind of cascade on the way down, and then that way there's always some platforms where mobs can spawn, and there's always some platforms being flushed, so it helps to spread the load out, which is pretty nice. I also just think it looks nice and symmetrical and all that fun stuff. Magnet blocks are there just because there's one pesky little square on the edge that didn't get flushed that could potentially cause a problem, so whatever's there just dies. It's as simple as that. Now you notice down here that we have a little shaft that regular mobs can fall into. So let's just say that you're a one-wide mob. Bam, you're just bobbing along, dum-da-dum-da-dum, you fall into here, and you get flushed all the way down the tube. However, if you're a two-wide mob, like a spider, three-wide, two-wide, whatever they are, they just keep bobbing along, bam, and all paths point to cactus. It's that simple, with a nice little space for the string to drop down, and of course we get to collect that down here. So, that being said, it's a pretty simple concept, but I've never personally seen anybody put together something like this before. So that's what we're going to actually build on the Kubikraft server. Going to be a couple little tweaks, like for example, down here, I found that come on now, flying, I can do this. I found that like when I went into spectator mode, I found a bunch of them all kind of grouped up here, which makes sense. If they're coming at it from all angles, someone's going to get stuck. So going to redesign this bottom platform a little bit, but yeah, for the most part, this is what I have in mind. So let's go back to the Kubikraft server and get started on this. Alright guys, we are back now. It's actually been an entire night. I'm just sitting here in the morning here with my coffee, which is, well, let's face it, it's the nectar of the gods, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I absolutely love this stuff. So that being said, we're going to be definitely doing, like I took a look at how long I've already prattled on about things, and it's been too long. We've already wasted about half the episode just talking about the episode. So I'm thinking that for today, the best thing that we can do is set up a couple of things that'll help us with the rest of the build. And then tomorrow's episode will be all about building that XP farm. Now, I couldn't go to bed without having some kind of an AFK session, so I did build this. It's a nice little fish farm. I kind of hummed and hawed because I wasn't sure. Like a lot of people don't like them because they're too overpowered. Me, I love them because they're too overpowered. So That being said, I, of course, did my usual thing, woke up, took a look at the loot, and was like, oh my god, wait, I didn't record any of this. So, let's take a peek. I've already gone and sorted out the books, and we've got a couple of nice ones. Sharpness 3 is alright, Protection 4, Efficiency 4. At this point, anything with a 4 is great. More Protection 4, but this here is the one that I was super happy about. We have Mending. We have Mending, ladies and gentlemen. I was hoping for some Silk Touch too, because I want to make everything look nice, but that's, I'll take it. This is great. We can at least stop wasting diamonds on our pick. So, great place to start. So, that being, and there's going to be more where that comes from. Now, we've also taken a look here. I had said before that I guess the owner kind of was inspired by Kubikraft a little bit. So we do have the mob heads that are somewhat unique to that series, which is really great. Thank you, Zumbovoid, for showing everyone how things like this are done. Look at this thing. Just look at this. Unbreaking 3, Lure, or Luck of the Sea 3, Lure 3. We already have a Mending Rod. The only problem is that it has the Curse of Vanishing. So, and that's kind of where I stopped myself and said, okay, I gotta at least show some of what I'm doing here. So let's see if we can find another Mending Rod. We don't. Oh, we do. We have just a plain old Mending Rod. Boom. These two put together are going to be an extremely good fishing rod. So I'm very happy about that. Now, one thing that I wanted to try out, so I've been thinking about what can you do with saddles? What can you do with saddles? Now, I don't know if this is actually going to work, but let's... Okay, we can't use them as furnace fuel. That's a shame, because I think in the real world you'd actually be able to. But regardless, I see a lot of horses on this server, so who knows, maybe people will have a use for them. But yeah, so we have solved... Why isn't this working? We have solved our food problem. We're going to have an overpowered bow, overpowered fishing rod, mending on our gear. We're definitely off to a good start. Guys, check this out. So I was just flipping through, like just sorting out the loot and everything, and look what I found. That thing's ridiculous. Like, considering that it just came out of the I am still waking up, ladies and gentlemen, thing, chest, came out of the chest like that. That's just crazy. It's almost a perfect bow. Almost perfect bow. We can add like a little bit more power to it, but that's, what else do you really want? Okay, now we are definitely on a quest for an anvil. We have so much good stuff at this point. I'm so excited, especially getting mending on this pick. But yeah, we need iron. Okay, here we are in the... Oh, there we go, a little bit more. So we've actually found all the iron that we need, which is awesome. I decided to start recording because you see this little cavity up here? Yeah, that was all iron. Can you believe that? I've never seen a vein of iron like that. Like, I was sitting here at like half of what we needed, thinking like, oh god, it's gonna be forever, all this mining that I'm gonna have to do. And then it turns out that yeah, it was all up here. It was kind of crazy. So just wanted to show that off. Alright guys, the quest for iron is actually quite well, so this means that we are definitely gonna be able to make an anvil, which is super exciting. Look at my pick. Just look at this thing. That is that's what a dead pick looks like, basically. We're gonna get some mending on there for sure, so that we can actually have proper tools. But now, what we're going to do is... F5, come on, be my friend. Where we're going to clean out this here. Lots of food. Oh, so happy that we have food now. It's so great. So yeah, we're going to get this this iron smelted up. And along with this iron, we have iron in here, right? No, it's over here. I don't know. Something like that. We're going to get this all smelted, and then we're going to make ourselves an anvil. Ooh, see this? See that? Anvil. Bam. Perfect. So, now that we have our anvil, we can actually get some nice gear. You know what? Let's sleep beside the anvil. Sure, why not? It's a good head. Look, words. It's a good little headrest, I guess. So now, just to track down where we went and put our books. First things first, we are so putting mending on this thing. So, let's see here. We are going to go some pickage and some mendage. Bam, perfect. So now we can actually heal the pick. So definitely going to be going for a bit of an AFK fishing session just to get some experience for this bad boy. However, before we do that, let's try to get ourselves a better rod. So we have these two guys here, and that should basically max it out. I'm with 32 levels. That's crazy, but it's because we're adding so many things to the first one. Let's try it the other way around. Bam, 6. So for those who didn't know that little trick, always watch what order you're going with. So now we have Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Sea 3, Lure 3, Mending, bam, perfect fishing rod. That is fantastic. So, and while we're at it, since we do have a couple of levels and a perfectly good anvil, let's bust out the overpowered bow here. Can we get a little bit more? We could do, let's see here. Do we have power 4? Power 4. Ooh, we have power 4 on that one. Alright, perfect. So let's put those two together. And, again, let's... Yeah, come on, things. Stop doing stuff. Okay. Wait, wasn't there something about that already has punch 2? Okay, perfect. Bam, power 5. Beautiful. And then all we have to do is put a regular bow on there just to repair it. And that should be fine. Bam, we have a regular bow right here. Bam. Look at that. We are golden. And because it's got infinity on it, we are actually set for arrows too. And this is something that I like to do with my arrows. I like to rename them so that they don't stack. One arrow to rule them all. Dang. Perfect. Alright, well, it's starting to take a bit of a beating, but that's okay. It's well worth it. That's the rest of our iron right there, so what the heck. I'll throw this away, and yes, back to exciting stuff. Alright guys, so I just ran into a bit of an odd thing. I got all excited because, hey, we have our nice OP fishing rod now, and, well, can't use the farm. It doesn't make any sense. Before, there was a way to kind of squeeze in underneath the string, and just came in from my base of the community area, I was just asking him for help because he just tested out his and he says it's still working and it's the same design, so that's kind of weird. But we're definitely gonna have to figure this one out. So yeah, just I don't know if anybody has any clue what's happening here. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section about that. Okay, so we are at Dater, I guess. Dater? I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce some of these people's... Why is his... That's a zombie trap. Anyway, distractions aside, yeah, going to try out his farm because he no longer has a piece of string. Interesting. Oh no, he does. But his hitbox is totally different. Yeah? Yeah, his farm is still working. That is the weirdest thing. That is so weird. Why is my farm... My farm shouldn't be different. It is the exact same design. That is so weird. Alright, I think I might have figured out what is going on here. See that there? That is a nice little ghost block. I don't know why. This is the second time that I've seen this one, and the last time I broke it, string popped out. Now, since then, though, like if we do that again, tap, bam, string pops out. But if we take a look here, we put that string back, that's probably the hitbox of one of those things. So that's what's happening. That's got to be what's happening. Or some kind of other strange hitbox. I don't know quite what to make of this. So yeah, that's a little bit more of a hint. I was probably a little bit on the dumb side, though. I probably should have just left the ghost block in place because the fish farm was working again. So hopefully that glitch happens again, or we figured this out, or something. I don't know. Well, yeah, I want to get my pick fixed. Okay, we are back at the fish farm, ladies and gentlemen. yeah, I don't know. This ghost block thing, weird glitch. Weird glitch. We can fish again. I'm happy about that. There doesn't seem to be a hitbox to get in the way. So, I don't know. I'll take it as a win. Anyway, we have a pick that we need to mend. So we're going to have a little bit of an AFK session, and we'll just get right on that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are in fact back, and, well, we have a good pick now. So that's good news. Fully healed. So far it only has mending and efficiency 3 on it, but hey, that's better than nothing. Now, we've been sitting here for a little while, gaining a bunch of XP just to heal this thing. That means we might have Silk Touch, so let's go find out. Smite. Actually, are we into the second chest yet? What about in here? Okay, no books. So, Smite. Nothing there. That's disappointing. Well, listening. Oh, thought I heard a skeleton. Yeah, there's a skeleton kicking around here somewhere. Okay, we're probably near a cave, so this makes sense. So, let's, yeah, that's definitely... so, what we're going to do at some point is we are going to get a garbage can for back here, just because this is a pain. It really is. But, that's okay. At least we have a tiny little hole so that nobody's really going to fall into it or anything like that. So, that being said, our bow. Does our bow need anything? I'm pretty sure that we're covered. Yeah. Fishing rod, blah, blah, blah. Do we need anything for now? I don't think so. Don't really think we need anything right now, except for Silk Touch. Silk Touch, though, is, of course, a work in progress. Okay, guys, something exciting has happened. Firstly, petrified heads. That looks cool. Nice decoration. But what's really important is that I'm talking to Dater, and looks like he actually has a Silk Touch book for us, because we turned up empty. So, yeah. Let's see what I can work out with him. Let's see, we do have some things to offer. I have a hard time typing and talking at the same time. So yeah, basically offering him diamonds, enchanted books, gold. Let's see, what else can we do? Lots of redstone. I don't know. Food. Yeah, food. But then again, he has a fish farm too. So let's see here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah, 14 stacks of fish for a book. That's not terrible. And we offered to cook it for him too, because, you know, we're just nice like that. Right now, diamond-wise, pretty sure we have 6. Let's see here. 1 diamond. 1 diamond? Wow. Thanks, man. Okay. New actual base. Excellent. So it looks like we're actually going to get some Silk Touch after all, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Dater. Silk Touch is going to help us make this project actually happen. So first thing we're going to do is pull out our pickaxe. That would be the word. We're going to pull out our pickaxe, that, bam, and now we have a Silk Touch Efficiency 3 pickaxe with mending, which is fantastic. Alright guys, I just threw together some of the footage, and we're already running out about half an hour. That is 10 minutes longer than I wanted this episode to be, so that means we are definitely out of time for today. However, if you liked what you saw here, please support the channel, leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You guys know what to do. If this isn't your first YouTube video, we definitely appreciate the support. So thank you very much for watching this episode, and enjoy! Oh yes, and of course, in tomorrow's episode, we'll get around to the XP farm and all that fun stuff. Again, enjoy.